Right. Machine Gun Kelly, Victoria Monet, a little more. Before that, John Williams with the Olympic fanfare and theme. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. It's great to be back finally. And it's great to be with you. And today we are playing Hearts of Iron. I almost said Rise of Nations like an idiot. Hearts of Iron. We're playing tonight. So, somebody's pinged me. Who's pinged me? Oh, Honey Badger's pinged me. Good. Give me a second. No, the NCAA basketball. Because I asked him how the tournament is. He's like, "What tournament?" I'm like, "The basketball tournament, man." It's all good. Anyway, we're back. We're playing Road to 56, and here's where we're at with it. We do have some. We do have a war goal against Finland, but we're not really ready to take them on yet, I don't think. Navy is getting there production-wise. We're going to unpause the game. Production-wise, this is no production-wise. Jeez, I'll get there eventually. I always get those three mixed up. I'm building cruisers, and I'm building what, like 2 a month or something like that. 2 units a year. And destroyer-wise, I'm building 1.55 units per month, and we're building 3.52 submarines a month as well. So we are getting there. Production-wise, everything looks good. The tank chassis is just keeping up with recruitment now. This is saying we got 26% of the units trained. We still need 370 tanks to fill out that division, which will be 191 days. But we're increasing the cap every day. The cap is 140, and the production efficiency right now is only 92.83. So as the days go by, we should produce more tanks, up to 2 a day, and that'll get us there. This is going to save fighter and CV and close air support. I'm going to choose to ignore that for now. I'm working on the early transport planes, which I have right here. So they're replenishing with the transport planes. We could use the fighter here. The close air support, this guy, I'm actually thinking about reassigning, and then this guy is going to be on standby, and then actually getting into production some planes. But I need, I'm going to put that down there. It's going to tell me, and small airplane. I need, what about the interwar large airplane? I really don't want the bomber. I want a fighter. And really, that's like the small plane fighter weapons for machine guns. Recon equipment. This gives me visibility on planes, I think. Like, this is interception, air superiority. This gives me air recon. And then 2 engines, please. Defense turrets, please. And then this gives me radio navigation, right? Agility, strategic bombing, night penalty would be nice, but that's like it. That's all we can really. So this is kind of I guess a fighter, right? But there you go. We got a brand new addition to the stream, by the way. I'm sure you guys see it by now, but it is the Sports Score bot. So we have a bot that's going to give updates pretty regularly. All NHL games, all MLB games, all MLS games, all games in the English Premier League, English Championship, English League One, English League Two, and English Panorama National. So that's what it's set, with the exception of Millwall. But that's what's set. So let's see. So, oh, good. Capitals and Wild has started. Nice. What are you? What are you? are you? It's a small, interwar small airframe. Oh, and we're producing what? We're producing that, aren't we? Basic small airframe. So we're producing that right now. So we're at least getting fighters in our ranks now. So the Air Force is being improved. We demanded Ireland and Finland said no. Now we're on the return to Sweden and Norway, which means we're going to demand annexation from Norway, which means we're going to get a war goal against them. We probably will go against them first. So the idea is to get them out, and then get out the at some point go after the Sami Republic. That way we can walk down into Finland. I don't want to have to do a naval or an air battle. We won't win an air battle. We will because they don't have any air force. Naval battle, we might win the naval battle too. They don't really have any. That's Russian, so they don't really have any. They don't really have a navy either. But I don't want to get in the. I do not want to get in the business of naval invasions if I can walk straight down. Besides, the Sami Republic, we might as well bring them back into the fold, shall we? So, we do have a very available war goal to. It expires in 2 years. So at some point in the next 2 years, we need to take... The Sami Republic is going to be a walkover. They have one unit. One single unit. So, as long as... If world tension increases another 5%, really 4%, but we'll be perfectly fine. So, it is 1937 in the game. We are... We're not really... I'm not able to really... I'm just so ahead of things. Wow, really? I'm at the point now where I'm basically... I'm going to have to start taking the penalty. I'm going to have to start taking the penalty for some of this. Actually, no. But, well... I already got one working on the ship. That's deck conversions. So once that's done, though, it'll go back to support, and we'll wipe out these guys, and then we've got, I don't know, to get current, we need to be, like, pretty much, we need to be pretty much right through these to get current. We're only through one, which is ship torpedoes. So we got to do 3 units here, 3 researches here, and then we got to do another 4 here. Just to get current. And right now it's on 1922 carriers, so we got to get current through the rest of this as well, which shouldn't be too bad. But I think we go for the amphibious tank. I think we up the tanks. Actually, it would be best to take the penalty on the radio. I think we'll do that. Improved light tank chassis. Now. Okay, most games are getting to the end of the first period. Medium howitzer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, apparently I can't use that. So... Alright, hold on. Can I just select no? Can I just select nothing? There's anti-tank. There's anti-air. Close support. Automatic cannon. Heavy machine gun. I like the idea of having anti-air on the tank. Secondary turret. Small cannon will be nice. Secondary turret. Heavy machine gun. Well, go back and see what does the machine gun give you. Let me remove it. Machine gun gives you plus soft attack. This gives you soft and hard attack at the cost of reliability. But I'll take it because we can do wet ammunition. That ups reliability. The radio would be nice. That ups the defense. Special modules. Extra ammunition would be great. But We could do the machine gun. We could do the fuel drum even. Let's do the machine gun. The fuel drum would be awesome, but, you know, Christine suspension would be cool. Let's go with that. Ups the speed. Welded armor. Hardness decreases, but defense increases, and so does a breakthrough. And then the engine, fuck you know, it'll have to be a gasoline engine. Yeah, it'll have to be a gasoline engine. I can also spend the experience to up the engine and do that. And it gives me max speed. Reliability still above 100, which is great. So let's do that. And that's going to tell me that this light tank is basically no bueno anymore. It's obsolete, which is fine. It's fine. So now I have factories. I've built a factory. I want to up that actually. Actually, no. I want to up this guy because this is at 42% and I'm still building one a day. This is at 82% and I'm only on 2 a day. So I need more into basic light tanks. I need to get these transport planes going because I have paratroopers that are going to be really reliant on them. I only have 183 planes there, so. But the nice thing is I did spend all of the XP that I had, unfortunately. But it does mean that I'm able to basically, that tank is impenetrable. I mean, this tank is just going to be insanely strong. You know, like this is just an awesome tank now. What is the organization of the tank? Well, the organization's based mainly on the actual regiment, which is, the organization's only 13.2. The HP is 31. That's not great. Tanks don't tend to have a lot of HP for some reason, and I don't know why. It's not like we're going to need them anywhere remotely close to, especially Norway. I mean, just the mountains of Norway are going to be so difficult for armored infantry to begin with. So it's going to have to be that. Right. You're on the Danish border, and I don't think I need you there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say front line is going to be Norway. You guys are going to take their place, the Jaeger infantry. I have a, let's hide the features we don't need. Oh, the posters. Right. What is manpower increasing at? 100. So the poster that expired gave me manpower. Weekly manpower, non-core manpower plus 70%. Weekly exiled government manpower. That's pretty good. War support, everything is up to speed. I mean, fucking factory output would be awesome to have. Awesome. But this means I'm only gaining 225 units a month. Well, like 125 units a month, because that 125 is monthly growth. So that's not. I'm not really growing a lot of manpower right now. In the field is 133,000, and training is 39,000. Free manpower is 182,000. Let's go with construction speed. Could be nice. Let's go with construction speed because I want to build this stuff out. So construction speed for the next 180 days, I think it'll be fine. I haven't seen anything. I think I don't know if the Oilers played today or not, but. Naval doctrines, right. Submarine surface detection plus 10%, organization plus 10. We'll go with the subs, because that's what we have the most of. I'm also only gaining 1.39 experience a day. The experience has dropped because of the I don't know why, actually, because it's been so long since I played the freaking save. But I think that's what we're going to go through, so. That's where we're at. Where are we at supply-wise? We look good, I think. I mean, my main concern is these provinces in here don't have a ton of supplies, but I could have sworn we were building. The railroads are all built. It might have to be a supply hub that goes up here. It might have to be a supply hub that goes up here. I think it's going to have to be a supply hub. I think I'll put it right there. Then I'm going to move that to the top. I mean, the infrastructure will help as well, don't get me wrong. Infrastructure definitely helps. And I'm building a lot more of it, you can see, but I think I'll build a supply hub just for good measure. Can always use more, that's for sure. Doctrine on the air doctrine is here. Ground support plus 20%, that's great. Awesome. Thank you very much. The basic large airframe is now done. So the Air Force is complete for the next year and a half. So we got to find something else to take the penalty on, and I think that is going to have to be. I think that's going to be the tank now. I'll start with the amphibious tank. 107 days. That should run me pretty much up to the new year. Then we can go again. Basic large airframe. Strategic bombing weapons. A large bomb bay. Definitely a recon camera. Light torpedoes. Another bomb bay. Definitely 6 engines. Like, definitely 6 engines. Huge amount of thrust and agility then. Fuel usage is going to go up, but so is the mile per hour. Defense turrets to defend themselves. Extra fuel tanks to... Look at the fucking gain on the range. Jesus Christ. The flying boat, that's sub-detection. Let's come back to that. Electronics. Electronics at some point. I think you're, like, forced into electronics at one point. You're not, so... let's make sure we get radio navigation. That increases strategic bombing, and the bomb sites also increase, and it also increases. That's basically it. Increases strategic bombing. So now I don't know why this would be. What does this do? Production cost minus 7.5%. I don't really care for that. Extra fuel tanks, and we'll also give it the flying boat. The other gain is 3.33, so hold on to that for 2 days. Republic of China has declared war on the Chinese Soviet Republic. So these guys here are at war with these guys here. To the surprise of absolutely nobody. I'm going to hold on to that plane design. You're going to see that on the screen for a little while. Sorry. We do have a few. That is actually also going to increase world tension to 12%. We've generated 0.8, but I think that's fine. So the biggest threat, the biggest increase in the world tension is not rolling off either because of the active civil war. That's the rail networks. So let's see if we can get that going. The rail networks are over here. And I think it's going to have to be... It's going to have to be the railway gun next. We're going to make the railway gun next. Research bonus plus 5. This gives the great railway gun gets minus 5 production cost. Hell yeah. Small glider workshops. All small carrier planes, all medium planes, minus 10%. Only for convoys. Motorized. Well, I already have that enabled, so we'll go with the next one would be motorized, really. So I almost have enough point. One more day, and then I can get this plane designer off the screen for you guys. So there's that. But okay. So wondering if I can land. No, he's got too many units. He's got too many. He's got 18 units. I have 24. 6 of them are militia. He doesn't have militia. Whoa. So, here we go. I've been pinged in the Discord. What's going on? Oh, honey badger again. And then I've been pinged again. Oh no, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good. Right. I did not mean to alt-tab back into Discord. I wanted to alt-tab back into OBS for a second. Right. Yeah. Sorry, been tired. Got a long day ahead of me tomorrow as well. But I'm off all next week. Definitely check the schedule, y'all, as I am off next week. Armed neutrality once more. That's what he's going for. So he's not going for the faction creation. Finland is going to expand the draft system. So he is going down the Axis path, actually. So they want probably. Oh, is he going the communist way? Oh, he has. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Pan-Scandinavian. He could get a focus goal against us. Yeah, Danish Popular Republic declares war on Empire of Sweden. Must approve of the agreement for the bonus to take effect. So Denmark's going to be hungry for us. We know that England will at some point. Right? Because he's got Scandinavian intervention coming. Basic large airframe. But I want the transport plane is what I really want. So I can build bombers. I don't want to build bombers. Transport plane. Look at the range on these fucking transport planes though. Like, bro. Bro. That's so huge. Like, the early ones can't even reach Lisbon. But the late ones can get to Casablanca. That's just crazy, the range on them. Absolutely crazy, the range on them. Basic small. No, that is going to be the fighter, which is this guy. Aryan! What's going on? Guys, for those that might be in my chat or not, or watching the on YouTube, give Aryan a follow. Great streamer, streams Football Manager. Really lovely guy. Welcome in. I'm doing well, man. How are you? It's been a while since I've been over to your stream, man. I know you've been streaming recently, like this week, earlier this week. I haven't been able to get over there with everything going on. So I'm actually off next week. So it's like one of those ones where I'm trying to tie up all my loose ends before I'm off. That way when I come back, it can be, I can just pick up and go. I don't have to worry about anything backdated, So, but welcome in, man. I hope you're well. We're playing Hearts of Iron 4. We are the Kingdom, or the Empire now, of Sweden. You are very fine. Nice. We're playing, we have 2 mods. Beautiful Anime Generals, which is why you see Anime Generals, and Road to 56. Which, Road to 56 is by far and away the best mod for Hearts of Iron, I think. It's phenomenal. So it is currently August 1937 in the game. There's a few. Oh man, communist China's getting absolutely smoked, bro. They're getting crushed. Um, there's a few wars going on. The Mongolian Civil War, which is let me just minimize that. There we go. Which is basically the Marxists versus the dictators or the authoritarians, and the Marxists are winning pretty easily. Um, so that war is almost over. You can see 90% in favor of the defenders. The Chinese Civil War, which is the now Ma Click Collective and the Republic of China versus Communist China. By the way, there is a new score bot. Wrong way. There's a score bot in the chat now that I have. So anything that changes MLB, NHL, Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, Vanarama National, or MLS, it's gonna post in that chat on Twitch. Spanish Civil War, which is an interesting autosave because we're turning over a new month. Spanish Civil War, I don't think is it's like 2%, 8% now. So it's between the the nationalists, which are led by obviously Francisco Franco, and what would have been Republican Spain, or traditionally in Hearts of Iron has been called Republican Spain, is now known as Stalinist Spain because they went down the focus tree of going communist. So it's now communist versus nationalists in Spain. 99 times out of 100, the nationalists and Franco win that war. What else? We got the Romanian Civil War, which has been a complete standstill. They've not moved at all. And then the last one is the Xinjiang-Tungan War, which is over here in China between the Xinjiang clique and the Tunguestan. It's always neat playing China. It's always difficult playing China because Republic of China usually has Manchuria or the Japanese breathing down their necks. Now in this game, the Japanese actually returned to the shogunate and they've went with the monarchism, which is kind of interesting. So they've gone authoritarian. They've scrapped the fascism and then they've gone to authoritarian, which is really neat. But you know, Manchuria and China usually wind up fighting at some point. That still could be the case. But if you are Manchuria, Korea, well really not even Korea, if you're Manchuria, if you're the Mongolian Autonomous Political Committee, if you're the Ma Click Collective, if you're Communists or Chinese Soviet Republic, the Republic of China, the Guanxi Clique, the Yunnan Clique, there was another one here called Shanxi, which was already been annexed by Republic of China, or your Tibet, Tunguestan, or Xinjiang, you will get a political goal of reunifying all of China. And I've done it with the Ma Click Collective. It's very, I mean, they're okay. They're a little challenging, but they're okay. I needed help in that save, and I got it, thankfully. Republic of China can be difficult. I've not... I got close as the Yunnan clique. But I took over Republic of China, got all the way up to Manchuria, and then got beat back by the Japanese, which was always hard. It's just so hard. And then I tried it as Shanxi, and I managed to wipe out Communist China, basically, and the Ma Click Collective, and then Republic of China was just like, yoink, and that was the end of that. So it can be difficult. Oh, we have another poster that's due. Let's get the... I could use the... You know what? Let's go with the factory output, shall we? Because I've already done the construction speed. So let's go for factory output. So there you go. So that's, God, I have 8 political power now. Off the back of that, I have no political power whatsoever. Uh, None. Which political power is useful. So, looking at my supply, we're looking okay. The railroads are built up, which is the reason why we're staying in supply. But I'm still building the supply center. I'm also still building civilian factories, infrastructure, military factories. I have another naval dockyard coming. So, desert infantry is done. Can I get you? You're 32.32 away. You're 1.23 away. I'm researching you. Yeah. You're 0.32 away. So by the time you're done, I'm going to go back here and grab air focus, and then I'll be able to do this whole tree in here. I don't really have anything. I could take the penalty to get the infantry bonus. Or I could select one of these other ones. You know what? I could do Marines. I'm going to need... Marines would be nice. Let's get Marines going. I just got another one that's done. That was the... damn, who just finished? Who just finished? Oh, you. Navy focus. Nice. So now, speaking of which, air focus. There we go. St. Louis leads the Twins 5-3. Nice. Cool. Reminder, I have a war goal against Finland. I don't really have a way. Boom, deck conversions. That gives me carriers and battleships. Really rough looking carriers and battleships. But it can give me carriers and battleships. I'm going to go back over here and start asking for light batteries though and whatnot. We'll start with that guy. Second Dimension Naval Equipment Manufacturing Bureau. Yeah, cruisers and battleship. But the battleship looks awful. Like bad. Like bad. I can't even give it sonar. I couldn't even give it sonar if I wanted to. That's how bad it is. Like, this is just not an efficient... Like, I'm just missing all of this other crap. So... Fjords and archipelagos. Alright, I just get... yeah. And what is Sweden and Norway, by the way? Nothing but fjords. Like, or fjords. Nothing but it. So... Okay. I thought that they wanted to go, oh yeah, he as war goal against, because he invited Habsburg back to the throne. So he wants to reunite Austria-Hungary. Which, Austria, they did a referendum and Austria said no. So now he's got a war goal against him. Secret rearmament. He's gonna go for him. He's gonna go for him. There's no other way about it. He's gonna go for him. Propaganda campaigns. I'm a little bit concerned about Denmark because if he goes down this tree at some point, he is going to arrive at Scandinavian plan, and that will instantly have him declare war against us, and we'll have to fight a war against him. And I don't want to do that. That is the last thing I want to do. Look at the range. I'm just so impressed. I can actually reach Reykjavik with 2 of the 3 planes. 2 of the 3 divisions of planes. Which to me is just impressive. I mean, from here to Reykjavik. I can almost reach Baku. From Sweden. I can reach all of Turkey. It's just insane. I love it. We're recruiting units. Our manpower is actually decreasing, but I think it's fine because we will at some point get these posters. It's only going to be for 134 days, and then once this guy is done, I think we'll probably I'll probably look. There's got to be one on here that gives me weekly manpower. Yes, it does. That guy right there, weekly manpower. So cool. Oh, they're finally fighting. They're finally having a go at each other. It's been a civil war for over a year, and they're finally having a battle. How about that? Might not get anywhere. How are the communists doing? They're probably getting absolutely trapped. This guy's oh god, there's 12 units here, and there's 8. That's basically. And now he's trying to defend and advance against Moklik as well. He's getting pincered, man. He's gonna get pincered. I think Communist China's not. Mao Zedong's about to be absolutely wiped off this map. These two territories might be tough to take because they don't have a ton of units attacking them. You know. However, what I will say is they are surrounded. So any of those units lose either organization. Well, I mean, obviously, if any unit loses all of its strength, the unit dies. But if any of these units lose organization, any of these 12, any of these 8, and their organization goes to zero, that unit will also die because it's encircled. You guys are gonna get. Oh, there's no way this guy survives. No, look at the just sheer numbers they have on. Like, yeah, get smoked, bro. Get smoked. That's what's gonna happen. Full expectation is that Communist China's getting absolutely smoked out. So, right, what do you got here? Only for screens? Mine laying, sub detection, torpedo tank, HP. Cruise ship, ocean going at max range. Oh no, only for submarine, HP, reliability, production costs. Yeah. So that's tier 1's going all there. So that's good. Reaffirm commitment to democracy. Improve state infrastructure. Form a Canadian Red Guard Agricultural Adjustment Act. Nice. Expand civil manufacturers. Have you gone down your focus tree at all? You are. You're almost at the 1938 elections. Okay. What is that? Shelter Fritz. As united the Levant or the entirety of the Arab world. How about that? Maintain internationally neutral Western Alliance. He's not going down that path. He's going down the German path. Destabilize the Middle East. Requires one of the following: political commissars or spread Islamism. Who does he get? Oh, Yemen, Transjordan, Palestine, and 4 others. He gets a war goal against Iraq. He gets a war goal against Yemen and Muscat and Oman. He gets a war goal against Turkey, against Iran. He gains claims on Sinai, which is Egypt. Autonomy for South Arabia or Arabia. outright, our rightful domain. Iraq, England, France, and Italy. They gained the conquer goal against. Whoa. Saudi Arabia's going to be getting aggressive. Okay. Right, we're done this guy. Concentrated injury. Max factories in a state. That's so big for us. Max factories in a state. No, that's not it. This guy isn't. Plus 20%. And if I look now, 20% is going to be like 3. 1.6 times 2. So 3.2. So. Really solid stuff. Okay. I'm up to 48 political power. I might purchase a loot box. I might purchase a loot box when we get there. I'm not 100% sure. Region-wide industrial integration would be nice as well. That's somewhere here. It might not pop up yet. But September 18th. Where are you at, China? Still fighting. Still fighting. You still got 12 and 8. I'm tired. I'm more tired than I thought. I just got to catch my second wind. Where are you at? Comintern support. That's the next one down. Fuck. Jesus. No way. To demand Scandinavia. Oh God, he's only 31, 35, 35, 70. He's like the earliest he can get there is the summer of next year. I have so many weapons. I don't think I need weapons. I'm gonna put these on the tanks. The heavy tanks. The light tanks, like 81%, 80%, 2.01, 2.84. And I've devoted 5 more factories to heavy tanks than the light tanks. Tells you everything you need to know there. Absolutely everything you need to know there. I fucking I hate how Utah doesn't have a mascot name now, so now they're just the hockey club. I hate how that says that. Twitter says that, the sports scorebot says that, like I hate that. Has no need to read the chat. It looks great, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's see where we at. September 22nd. Our world tension is decreasing because demanding Island increased world tension by a full %, but we're not at war, so it's rolling off. Thunder Dragon Empire? What a fucking name. The Thunder Dragon Empire. Where even is that? Is that like Kingdom of okay. Sikhism. Kingdom of the Vault. That's Bhutan. Is the Thunder Dragon Empire. What a great name. What a great name. I want to play as it. Out there, fucking impossible to play as, but still. Hyderabad's a demilitarized zone. Mud. Oh. Troops may not enter. Yeah, it's demilitarized. How about that? I wonder if it was just for the mud, but it's not. How about that? Right. Recruitment. Where are you? How many units does Denmark have? That's my question. Denmark has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 units. The Navy-wise, they have 1 capital ship and 7 miscellaneous ships, which I feel like we could probably sink. We probably would do up because we have 9 capital ships and 31 ships here. An additional 105 ships, 3 of which are capital. So I think we're okay. Speaking of Navy, I have no idea how it works. Air Force. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Where's my transport plane? Range. I can up its range. Where's your reliability? Declares armed neutrality. If the country was once more strives for neutrality like it did back in the Great War, it is hoped that the Norwegian government under John Njagaardsvold that this will once more avoid bringing harmful conflict to the Norwegian people's doorstep. This clear stance has also been set to be backed by the increased military readiness to protect the country and territorial waters. The question remains, though, can the Kingdom of Norway trust the world to respect its neutrality? Does this not eventually increase? Oh my god, it doesn't. It doesn't decrease the reliability. Good lord, why couldn't I think of that? Okay, that is one I didn't see coming. And that's the U.S. has declared war on Mexico. So, with absolutely nobody on their border. You are dumb as fuck. Then again, they're the Americans, so. I say that as an American. Where did you even research to allow you to do that? You haven't even done War Plan Green yet. Okay. Hey man, whatever you do, you. That's going to be an interesting one. I actually don't fancy the Americans in this fight, looking at it. America's got a lot of units far away from the border. So you've got 2, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 17, right? 17 units for the Americans. The Mexicans have 13. So that might not be right. That might be grabbing in these guys. So 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19 for that one, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yeah. I don't fancy the U.S. in this fight, actually. I think, I don't fancy the U.S. at all in this fight. Right. We need to be prepared to move. And I think what we're going to do is pull you guys over here, because world tension is at 13%. And the Sami Republic is the key between us and going after Finland. So I would like for these cavalry units to take out the Sami Republic, because they don't have a lot in defense. They have 9 infantry divisions, or regiments even. We have 15 here in cavalry. And that's the average strength. Okay. England's going after Mexico as well, interestingly enough. No idea why. Yep. How about that? I wonder if anyone's going to come to Mexico's defense. I mean, Mexico will not beat the English Navy. That's for sure. There they go. They're getting ready to go down. But, yeah, the U.S. has already lost a piece in New Mexico and Arizona. For free. That's just awful. Right. Hold on. Ooh, patch notes? Patch notes. That is so nothing on the patch notes. Okay, cool. How's Communist China doing? They still getting slapped? They're still in the same spot. They're still very much in the same spot for now. Holding on. They're 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Right. Infantry. You're going to join here in prep for the invasion of Norway. Which is going to be an interesting one. These guys are already on the border, ready to go. And we're 1 point away from being able to just start justifying the war goal against the Sami Republic, which is definitely where we're going. They have not. Where's their like seek expansive policy or whatever the fuck it's called? It's down here. They're nowhere close. So, yeah. To take back the rest of modern day Norway, or modern day Sweden, and the top of Norway. So. Return to Sweden, Norway. 7 days before that goal is complete. I don't know if our divisions are going to be... I'm hoping our divisions are going to be able to take them. I don't know. Something tells me theirs is a little bit more built out, maybe. The combat width on ours is only 12. I hate how it needs motorized for that. Like, why? Do you have a maintenance company? You do not. Logistics company needs motorized. Alright, well we're gonna do that. Which means I need 6,600 weapons. And I'm gaining 162 a day. Which is plenty. God, the Sabres are fucking crushing the Penguins. You'd love to see it. Jesus, 6-1. And they're not even through the second period. Wow. Okay. Well, the U.S. has lost another chunk of New Mexico. It's not looking too hot for them boys over there. Current wars. This is going to be like... says 0% because England's involved now. But, you know, nonetheless. Status quo, 8% in favor of the nationalists, 95% in favor of the Mongolians. Ulan Alangam is all they need to take. Remember. That's all they need to take. They just need somebody to march on Alangam, and they will win the war. And they're literally in 2 adjacent provinces to Alangam. So, they only have 5 provinces left in total. The Mongolian People's or I'm sorry, the Great Mongolian State. So I think it's over. How are the Soviets doing? Or the Communist Chinese doing? Not great. They lost this province back to Maklik. They're still holding on up here. Oh, they just lost a unit here. So they've had 1 unit die. Yeah. So. Okay. How'd the battle go in Romania? Status quo, of course. How's the fight going in Spain? Not well for the communists. They've lost 2 provinces here. And they lost the 3rd one here. Lost the 4th one here. And then they lost the 5th one here. They've lost Casp. So they've lost a lot of provinces along here. And then on the top, they haven't lost any. They've lost 2 at the top. So a lot of pressure on Oviedo. They've lost Casp, which isn't good, which means they're knocking on Valencia. Toledo is under a little bit of pressure. Madrid is right there. Albacete, Granada, and Malaga is under a lot of pressure. So it is October. We have 100 points, 100 political power, so we're going to purchase a loot box. How much do I have? 108 days before I need the posters up. And how much do the posters cost? 100? They cost 50. I think that's fine. I think buying a loot box is fine. What did we get? Fucking nothing. Damn. Damn. We got nothing. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Cardinals beat the Twins 5-3. Okay. Nothing going on the Navy-wise. Production, yeah. I don't have anything. I didn't go for the destroyers or anything yet because the fucking hulls are so trash. Once I get the 1936 hulls up, I think I'm fine. But research is done. While not unsurprising, we had hoped that Norwegians would have seen reason for our request. However, we also expect them to say no. It is to no surprise that we now have to take up arms to retake what's ours. We have got a war goal against Sweden. We cannot go get the Finnish crown and the annexation against Finland because it's not been 100 days since we've demanded Åland. So we have to go back, and I think what we're going to do is this would be very good. Expand the Husqvarnas factories. Builds me 2 civilian factories for free. The Serbian state has just declared war on Macedonia. They usually get aggressive, the Serbian state. So now Macedonia here is fighting the Serbian state. That's given us 15% world tension, Which means I can come here to the Sami Republic. Last 170 days. I'm going to retake core states. Could do that and up it by 12, but I think I'm going to go for retake core states. So that's 85 days it's going to take. 85 days for that war goal. I also have one against Norway. Do we go against Norway now? I don't know. I think we wait. Available war goal. I know these bastards are going to go for down their path. That's the only problem. I've bought myself. How long is it going to take? 85 days or 86 days. So England is flying over to the U.S. There's a couple border clashes going on now. Or at least conflicts along the border. Further cut ties. Wow. All right. Norway. So really, there's only two portions of the Sami Republic that do not have foreign claims on them, and that's this guy here, Finnmark, and Troms. But he's getting ready to march his single unit down to try and defend his land. I don't think he's going to be very successful.
Standing.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Stop it. I want to go here, here, here. Yep, I want to go right along the border. It's just what I want, is go right along the border. Go down here and then loop back around. Yep. Oh, come on. Stay tight. Go like this. Stay tight. There you go. Stay tight. And go in here and then come down like that. Yep. Stay tight. Oh, God, the fjords. I forgot about the fjords. Nope. You need to go like that and stay tight. Yep. Nope. You didn't stay tight enough. Let me go like over here and then like that. That still didn't work. Okay, it's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever, man. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. And then, bam. So now they can prepare. We're going to be fighting a war in the middle of the winter. Fighting a war in the middle of the winter in Upper Sweden and Norway. Are we crazy? Maybe. We just might be. Where's your capital even? Is it all the way up there? Where's his capital? Oh, it's right here. Narvik. Or Narvik. Okay. Okay. interestingly enough. Um, wow, that was quick. Macedonia capitulating. That was like instant. Oh my God, the Sabres are 7-1 up on the Pens. Right, so now we've generated point 0.8, and we're generating more. This is rolling off. Holland is rolling off, demanding it, but rolling on is justifying the war goal. God, Tampa leads Utah 5-0 too. To no surprise. Also means that, well, that's only minus 0.1, and this is 0. So actually, to be fair, that's like nothing. The Serbian state declaring war is something. So they've contributed 0.7. We've contributed. We're going to wind up contributing 3.1. Right now, we've actually contributed. Well, 0.8, but this would be 3.7 max, as long as this keeps rolling off. But we're going to be fighting all our neighbors in real quick succession. It's going to be like boom, boom, boom. Sammy, Norway, Finland, Denmark. It's going to be like boom, 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 boom. He's almost done Comintern support, which I hope if he finishes this, he moves on to somewhere else in his focus tree. I hope he does, because I don't want to have to go straight down into fighting him. Just get something else. You know what I mean? So just to buy me some time, so while I can worry about the other three, because I have to worry about the other three right now. If I don't take Sami, it's going to be harder to take Finland in the future. I'm not even ready to take Finland now. So I'm not even gonna be able to go boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna have to take Sami, come back, line up these units to take out Norway. Norway falls. Then maybe line up those units to take out Finland, unless Denmark's getting pushy by then. Then I'll have to take out them. I'm gonna have to pick my battles carefully here. I do have a time limit on Finland. That's the only thing. We're running against the clock on that one. We've generated 0.9. That's increasing. Holland's down to 0.5 now, though. So, demanding Holland will probably be down to 0.3 by the time this is done. And we'll have generated 3.4, plus whatever the war declaration gives me, plus if they capitulate to us, whatever that gives us. He's built another unit. So he has 2 units. Woo! That unit's coming down here towards the border, but we should roll right over him. In terms of production, how many weapons do I need? We're stockpiled. We're good, actually. So reinforcements are good. The upgrades are coming. That's to the light tank. I could go here. I don't need to fix up anything with the light tank. The heavy tank chassis, I can increase the engine, but the reliability goes. So that's my only thing. The reliability is what I would like to improve at some point. I could go with a diesel engine, but then it's fucking slow as shit. Could do that, though. Could do that. 6-0, man. 6-0 for Lightning. I already have welded armor on. Pristine suspension. I could go with the torsion bar. Lowers the speed, but ups the reliability. I think I'm gonna go with this. And then we're gonna work on that. So that's gonna actually pump my heavy tank down to 82% efficiency and 3.66 on every day. But you know what? I think it's fine. You're good. You're actually stockpiling, aren't you? Well, you're upgrading now, but yeah, it will be stockpiling. Ah, yes. That's the Mark 8 now. Mark 8 for the transport planes. I can't increase the range any further. But that's still impressive as shit. That's still very impressive. Can you imagine too if I got that fully improved when we get this guy transport 2? Oh my god. The range on this guy is 1440 or 1400 kilometers just alone. What is the range on the early transport plane? 1850. And that's because I've upped it 5 times. And with this guy, which increases the range 35%. So, here comes his second unit. What are we at here? 13 days in. I'm gonna save this, and this is gonna be Sweden number 4. Wars around the world. Nothing with the Mexico War. Nothing with Romania. Nothing with Xinjiang, Tungan. Chinese Civil War, 30%. Oh, he's taking this territory back. So that's at least kept his units alive, because they were dying from being encircled. So that's given him a ray of hope. That's a shame, because the Republic of China was almost there. They're going at each other again. He's not going to win that fight. I'm sorry, out of supply. And fighting twice as many units. How's Spain going? Still 8%. Oh, how's Mongolia going? That's got to be almost gone, right? Still where it was. Is that 4 militia? 5 militia? 6 militia? And a cavalry unit going after this one guy. You got to be able to win that, man. Low manpower. We've been sucking it dry. I've got 90 days, so we're losing a lot of manpower. It begs the question. Limited conscription. I need 150 political power, so we'll move up to that. Estimated enemy strength ratio of 50% or more compared to our army. That I actually can get extensive conscription once I go to war. That might be where we go. We got some factories that are done. I say we throw them on the heavy tanks again. Okay, nothing doing here. Nothing doing here. Nothing doing here. You guys are fighters. Okay, everybody's doing fine. End of the top of the 6. Dodgers lead the Tigers 4-2. Okay. Balance approach here would be nice. I think personality cult would be good. Will of the people wouldn't be too bad either. Justify war gold time's pretty nice though. Research speed, hey. Definitely cultural norms for this one. So I think what I do first is take the 150 political power and get limited conscription up. I think that's what has to happen next, and that'll improve things in terms of our manpower, which we are losing way more rapidly than I thought we would. Way more rapidly than I thought we would. I'm losing. I just lost even more. So, and my thing is, if we go to war, which is 64 days away, 66 days away, definitely that. And then the carriers will be next. I don't need the carriers yet. I might be able to just spend 100 and grab extensive conscription, because it's one of the following must be true. You're either fascist or you're communist. None of that's true. But if that's not the case, then all of the following must be true. Estimated enemy strength ratio 50% or more compared to our army, and you're at war. Which is not the case for the Sami Republic, but it would be the case for Norway, and it would be the case for Finland. So, I think that's how we go. I might slap on limited conscription, and then while we're at war with Norway, hit them with extensive conscription. One of the following must be true. Estimated rare Snicky YouTube chat appearance. What's up, Snicky? What's going on, brother? How you been, man? Oh my god, it's 450 political power for that? Are you kidding me? This increases the training time, but the recruitable population, the mobilization speed's 5, and the recruitable population's 5. Right now I'm only on 1.5. What's going on, man? How you been? So, I have a neat. It's funny that you say that, because I have a really neat new bot on Twitch. Been good. Just about to go to bed. Wanted to pop in and say hello. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, I have a brand new bot on Twitch, and it's called Sports Scores Bot. And you set up the teams or the sports or the leagues or whatever that you want it to report scores on, and it will do that. It will literally just post in your chat whenever like a team scores a goal, or it's halftime or whatever. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, but I appreciate you popping in, man. I hope you get a good night's sleep and you rest well, and everything's good for you, man. I hope it is. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's great. I think it's great. So, but I don't want to hold you. Oh my god, I'm losing so much fucking manpower. I was on 138,000 manpower, and now I'm on 95. And I just thought, oh yeah, we'll survive 180 days. Yeah, maybe not. I am just getting wiped out with it. Hope you have a good. I appreciate it, Sniggy. Have a wonderful night, brother. Don't let me hold you. Right. It's November. Communists are holding up. They just lost another province here. And they lost this one, so they're barely holding on. These guys, it's going to be harder for them to take these territories as the units stack up when they retreat. But it's not going to be if they can surround them again, like you ain't winning this fight, brother. You 8 against 2, 8 against 1. You're attacking with 1 against 8. You're not winning that fight. If they take this territory again, though, whole different ball game. But then again, Yan'an is 3 victory points, and they're 32%. They own 73% of their victory points, and they will capitulate if they own 20% or less. Now, having said that, the victory points that they control are, they didn't even weren't supposed to control these, so they have 3 up here, and then they've lost 1, 2, 3, so that gives them a break even, right? And then I think they've well, not really. I mean, yeah, in a way, but I don't know. Because I thought, where's Shanxi? Oh, that's Shanxi. So the communists had all this. So the communists have lost 1. I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not good. Not good. I mean, it's fine. I don't want the communists to be, really. I'm okay with them losing that war. How long has this fucking battle been going on for? Jesus. Jesus. The organizational unit's gotta be low as shit. I mean, look at the org here. Here. But he's gotta be going low. I'm down to 95,000 manpower. I have 80 days before I can put another thing on here that gives me manpower. Which one does? This guy, tank defense. And this guy here. Reverse publicity. People power as well, but that, yeah. Ooh, justify war goal time 20. I should have done that one. I'd have already been. That would have been 16 days off of this. Would have only taken 69 days to declare war. I'm already 26 days there, so I've got what? 59 more days. We're gaining 3 a day, and I need another 22. So 8 days, I can move the conscription level up, and that'll at least get me closer to having more manpower, or at least stop the bleeding. Jesus. Can no longer reinforce and fight. That's not good. Division's not being able to reinforce and fight going into fucking going into war. That's not ideal. Who said anything about that being ideal? What are you going for? Extra research slot. Okay, cool. How's America doing? They've taken... Okay. They've started to turn the tide. So they took 1 province of New Mexico back. They haven't taken the one out of Arizona back. But they have taken 1 out of Baja California and another one out of Sonora. So, they're -1. They're net even actually right now. The Young Communist League of Canada is where you're going. Oh, he's headed down the path of fighting England, Mexico, and the United States. He's headed right down that path. Interesting. Very interesting. Mobilize the reserves. Where are you? What did you do? Rebirth of the... Okay. He's at least pulled off of the he's at least pulled off of the aggression, the path that would lead him to aggress towards us. I just finished the Great Railway gun, which means the next will be, we'll do the rail mortar, because that'll be very quick. 51 days for that one. Towed artillery, anti-tank, towed tank, rocket artillery, railway artillery. Production output +5, production efficiency cap 5. 2nd Division Army Artillery Manufacturing Bureau. Research bonus +10%. Yes, take that. Decisions available. Region-wide industrial integration. I would love to do that and grab another building slot in Svealand, but I would actually like to move on to limited conscription, please. So 4 days away from that. It is November 9th, 1937. He might lose this one, actually. And then he's in a pickle. He's in a good pickle. Unassigned divisions. Those are paratroopers. I got my 2nd paratrooper division. Come on, boys. I am 3 days away. Crack! The wise one, how are you today in test format? What's up, Crack? Crack, I got a brand new bot, my man. How do you like it? It's called Sports Scores bot, and it posts, you basically pick the leagues and teams that you want it to update the scores for, and it will do so. So I want it. It's very, I can give you the website here. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll get you the website because I have it right here. I actually meant to go into the NHL real quick and uncheck the Flames because I don't want them, and uncheck the Penguins because I can't stand either of them. But all the rest are cool. It's cool to go. But here is the website. Okay, so Chile's having a civil war. That's cool. So for me personally, I have enabled all of the NHL except the Penguins and the Flames. I've enabled all of the MLB. I've enabled the Premier League, all of the MLS. I've enabled the Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, and the Vanarama National. So, yes, finally, limited conscription. Yes. Holy shit, I'm down to 82,000. That's not good. It's been going good. I'm in an interesting spot right now, Crack. I have 2 available war goals, which means I can declare war on the Republic of Finland because I demanded the Åland Islands here, and they said no, which gives me a war goal against them. That war goal expires the 31st of July, 1939. I also finished researching this focus tree, Return to Sweden, Norway, which gives me the request for Norway to annex them. They said no, and that's given me a war goal against them. Problem is, if I were to actually go against the Republic of Finland, they have 19 units. I don't have that many more than them, which means I would have to, and I'm not connected to them by land. So I would have to either go through the air or go through the sea. And I don't want to do either because you take big attack penalties when you do that. So the only other alternative is to go through the Sami Republic, which is, well, shall I sing to raise morale? I think we're good on the morale part. But the only other alternative is to go through the Sami Republic. Now, the Sami Republic has 2 units that can defend this entire country. I am going to throw, as of right now, 6 units at them. I should be able to steamroll them. It should not be a problem. I'm going to decline the docking rights. So the problem that's going to arise is if we look in the Danish focus tree, right? Denmark has decided to elect the Leninists in power, okay? So the communists are in power. They've gone down that focus tree, right? And at some point, they're going to get to this focus tree, which says, no, it shouldn't cause any issues with my country. So I should be fine. But at some point, they're going to get to this one. And on the effect, if you, I don't know how well you can read it, but on it, it says, Empire of Sweden, which is me, Kingdom of Norway, Republic of Finland, and 2 others. Danish Popular Republic declares war on Empire of Sweden. So they immediately declare war on us when they finish this focus tree. And they're going down that path because you have to pick sometimes. Like sometimes you get a choice, right? Like this one, this icon here, they're mutually exclusive. So you can pick one or the other. And that was the same way here. They could have picked appeal to the proletariat or strengthen the labor units. Had they picked strengthen the labor units, this would not be acquirable no matter what. How strong are they compared to you? Not strong. They're not terribly too strong. They have 7 units. They have 1 capital ship. I'm sorry, yeah, 1 capital ship and 6 other ships. I have 9 capital ships here with 31 other ships, and 3 capital ships here with 114 other ships. So I have the Navy to decimate the shit out of them. The problem is this guy right here. You see these little red dotted lines? That means that that's going to have to be a river crossing or a naval invasion. And not a naval invasion, but usually you're crossing a body of water. And when you cross a body of water, you take a massive fucking penalty in your attack to do so. So it could be that I have trouble actually getting across the islands. The second part is I have a time limit on my war goal with the Republic of Finland. So I'm trying to focus on Finland, who is actually pretty strong. They got 19 units. Naval-wise, I'll crush them. They're absolutely nothing. This is all they have. They have 2 capital ships and 2 other ships. So would that not mean the same for them if they declared war? But that's the thing. They do it the moment they finish the focus tree. It's not like me where I get a war goal against them and then I can choose when I want to actually declare war on the war goal. When they finish this part of the focus, war is instant. So now my thing is like, I don't want to be, the problem that I have is I don't have a lot of manpower. Does being weaker attacking? Yes, you are right. You're absolutely right. The problem that I have is I'm not training a ton of units because I don't have a ton of manpower. And that's why I have this giant low manpower warning here. Finland is 19 units. I have pretty much the same. Because some of these, like these guys, are militia, and militia are so weak. So my problem is I don't want to devote 80% of my army to a war with Finland and turn around and fucking Denmark's right there. How do you increase manpower? I just went from volunteer only, which gives me 1.5% of the population is recruitable, to limited conscription, which gives me 2.5% of the population as recruitable. I can get to extensive conscription, which gives me 5% of the population as recruitable, if I go to war and the enemy strength ratio is at least 50% or more of ours. And that is probably going to be the case if I'm at war with Finland or Norway. So I'm trying to take out the semi-republic, think of my options. Maybe I go after Norway second, get extensive conscription to increase my manpower. The other thing I can do, which is a possibility, is road to 56, because, not road to 56, I beg your pardon. I'm using two mods. One is Road to 56. The other one is this beautiful anime generals, which gives you these anime generals at the bottom. One of the nice things with the anime generals is it gives you this posters thing, right? And these posters give you basically